Okay, everybody, time for the dedication for this week's transport, which usually gets done along the transport, but for various reasons today's is going to be filmed or recorded back here. It's going to be a tough one, and maybe one I wasn't quite ready to do at the Wawa, but I didn't want to hold Gil and Paisley up because Gil and Paisley's next driver and assistant driver were actually pulled in just behind me, so we didn't have lots of time to spare there. We wanted to keep the transport moving because after they leave Allentown and start heading towards New England, there's lots of areas where the transport can go awry quickly, traffic-wise. So this transport is done in memory of Debbie Milton, a long-time Dogged with Blog Facebook friend. She and Holly lived in Roanoke, hence the Mill Mountain, Roanoke, Virginia mug. Actually, Debbie told me some years back that they lived within 5 minutes or so of that. 2 weeks ago, Debbie broke her hip. She stepped over a baby gate in her house that she was using to have the cat in one section and her gorgeous Holly in another, and broke her hip. And one thing led to another that, for reasons unknown at this time, Debbie died last Sunday, March 22nd. Many of us are still in shock. And as Carol from England, sorry, I'm really babbling here. Carol from England said she just can't quite wrap her head around it, and either can we. Don't know what to say. Just shows that, yes, it's not death a man should fear, but it's fear never beginning to live. So stop putting off things. Do things now. One never knows what tomorrow is going to bring. And another thing to keep in mind is if you do have pets, make some kind of arrangements in your will for them. Let people know, because at this time there hasn't seemed to be any kind of provisions for Holly. And well, I do believe Holly is probably going to come live in Pennsylvania. Whether Cousin Goofy here gets a sister, or unbeknown to Miss Fluffytail, Princess Kira, where is Kira hiding? Yep, she's someplace. Holly may come here too. We just wanted to get her out of boarding, let her know she's loved again, because poor Holly has no idea what's happened to her mommy. And Debbie lived for Holly, and Holly lived for Debbie. The Brittany transport actually did come through Roanoke on Saturday. So I'm pretty sure some of their spirit came along, kept me safe today, and will keep the rest of the other drivers on the transport going. Keep kind of focusing at this rug here. But one time, Holly and Debbie saw it in a Kira post and said they really liked it. So we told them where the doggy nanny had gotten it, and they ended up getting one. They got one that's actually pink and purples. Actually a very cool color. So again, I'm so sorry for the babble. But there's just something so wrong about somebody who's only a few years older than me being with us one day, and then the next day, in roundabout terms, being gone, leaving so many people to wonder what happened. Yeah, like I said, I knew it was going to be a tough one. And actually last Sunday and Monday when I was reading the news, this is part of what put me over. Had the tears come. is I don't need a perfect life. I just want to be happy, surrounded by good friends who love me for who I am. Well, Debbie, I should say, please know that you're surrounded by good friends who do love you for what you are. Now you're at the Rainbow Bridge with Alex and your kitties that you had crossed before you. Your memory's going to live on one way or the other. Can't know what was going to happen to Lucy, the cat that you had recently adopted, who had previously lost her other owner to death. Can't bring a kitty here. Although Harley and Kara want a kitty, it would not be good for Kitty. But we're going to do what we can for Holly. So everybody, yep, that's not forever. As I keep reminding people, it's just for now.